Hey guys, so today we are doing the TMI tag. I am that one bitch who does tags even when she doesn't get tagged, but I'm gonna do it anyway because the TMI tag is just one of those YouTube video staples. Everyone has done one at some point. So I haven't eaten at all today. I woke up really late and I missed breakfast and I also missed lunch. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna spoil myself a bit. I'm gonna make some waffles from scratch. So it's been a long time since I've made like waffles or pancakes, but my friend left his waffle maker at my house and so I was like, yes, I'm gonna make pancakes. But anyway, I didn't get a chance to eat, so I'm gonna eat in this video. It's quite obvious that I've got something going on back here is because my dog wants my waffles. Anyway, okay, so let's get started with this rather casual video. I have my laptop in the corner off screen so that I can read the questions. Oh, I hope these pancakes aren't overcooked. They feel quite hard. I think I overcooked these to like another dimension. They are really freaking crispy. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm eating, but it doesn't taste like a waffle. Oh my god, these are so freaking hard to cut. What did I do? I don't know if I've ever told you guys this before, but I'm a really bad cook. Even though things are simple, I will always find a way to mess them up. Like, who messes up making waffles? I mean, nice try, me. Question 1. Yeah? Okay, so question 1. What are you wearing? I'm wearing this new dress that I got recently from Valfre. I had the amazing opportunity to shoot with their photographer Damien. Damien hooked me up with some pieces from Valfre and it was really sweet of him, so I picked this red velvet dress with like the keyhole in it, and I like it because it just seems like very cute and romantic to me. Normally in videos I will be like really cute up here, but on the bottom that's out of frame I'll be wearing like the ugliest purple zebra print pajama pants, but today it's actually really warm and yeah, I'm not wearing that. So it's a shame that the one time I am being asked what I'm wearing, I don't have something silly to show you guys. Next question. Ever been in love? Nope. Next question. Ever had a terrible breakup? I don't think so. I've had awkward breakups because it's hard for it not to be a little weird. I don't think it's ever been entirely horrible, but I don't know, maybe that's just from my perspective. Maybe the other person I dated was like, yeah, that bitch was terrible, but I don't know. I don't think so. How tall are you? 5'2", give or take. How much do you weigh? About 90 pounds, and I know that I am considered to be underweight, but I've always had this sort of body shape. I've always been more on like the frail side. Now that I'm older, I am trying so hard to change that. I have been taking taekwondo lessons and I've been exercising with my dog super regularly, so hopefully one of my goals for this year is to gain a little bit of muscle and hopefully put on a little bit of weight because I mean, I just don't like feeling so frail all the time, and I know it's just my body type, but I definitely want to feel like I'm able to do a lot more with my body. My goal for the end of this year is to be able to kill a man with a single kick to the face. Any tattoos? I don't have any tattoos. Recently I've been talking about getting a tattoo with my brother, something not completely matching but something that is part of the same set, I guess. So, any piercings? I mean, I've already done like videos for all of my piercings and stuff like that, but yes, I have piercings. I've had a ton. Do you see and do you hear how hard it is to cut this? Holy shit. Yeah, I've had a ton of piercings. You guys may or may not know, but I ended up taking out all of my ear piercings except for my 6th lobe piercings because they just didn't heal properly. Body and oral piercings heal the best for me, like no problem whatsoever, but ear piercings, I ended up hitting them, getting them caught in things. They were always getting some sort of trauma, so I think for that reason it was really hard for me to have them heal properly. I was just tired of being in pain all the time, and so I just took them all out. What works for some people might not work for you, and it was a sad lesson learned. Favorite show? I have a million! I am always watching something. I honestly can't just pick one. It's like way too hard for me, so I'm just going to talk about my most recent favorites. Right now, I love We Bare Bears, and it's coming back in March. I'm so freaking excited. I also love Voltron, Legendary Defender. I heard that the next season is coming out in September. I'm not sure if that's true. It was just floating around Twitter for a while. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know how I'm gonna last until September because I think I'm just gonna slowly like break down along the way and it's just, I'm not gonna make it. Recently, I just finished rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I cried like every other episode. I think it was just like, it was such an emotional experience for me to like rewatch a series that was so important to me as a kid. And now that I'm an adult, you know, I can more fully understand everything that's going on. And yo, Avatar is fucked, man. It is so fucked. Favorite bands. I don't listen to bands often. I don't find myself very interested in like the music world. I do have several SoundCloud artists that I really like. I will list them down in the description box below so you guys can check them out. Something that you miss. My childhood. I am an extremely nostalgic person. The smallest thing that I see or feel or hear or smell could send me spiraling back down memory lane. Favorite song? I do really love country music. I think it's just cute. Right now, I think my favorite would be Blue Ain't Your Color by Keith Urban, and I do have a ton of others, but just, you know, to spare you guys, I'm just gonna list them down below. So if you guys want to check out my favorite country music, it's gonna be down in the description box. How old are you? I am currently 20. And I am turning 21 in 2 months and a half on May 18th. Zodiac sign, I am very classically Taurus. If you just read about like the personality traits of a Taurus, like you've already basically got my autobiography. Quality you look for in a partner, charm and somebody who's romantic. I'm a sucker for people who are charming. What can I say? So, my favorite quote. As the wise Avatar Aang once said, it is easy to do nothing, but it is difficult to forgive. Where do you go when you're sad? Specifically when I'm sad, I always retreat to my room. This is where I go when I'm sad, actually, this exact space. I retreat to my bed, I hide under my covers, and I close my door and close all the lights. I just want to be left alone. I want to pretend like I don't exist for a while, and you know, laying in bed under the covers with all the lights off is as close as you're ever going to get to not existing for a while. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? I guess it really depends on the day. On a regular day, I just get out of bed, brush my hair, brush my teeth, and put on a lip tint, and I'm ready to go. And that takes me, what, like 10 minutes? I think the worst thing about me in the mornings is that I take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour or even more to get out of bed because I'm just so comfortable. I don't want to move. And so the act of getting ready, I'm super fast, but getting out of bed, impossible. Ever been in a physical fight? No, I'm not an angry person. There's never really been any instance where I felt like I had to fight somebody. I don't know, I'm kind of low-key convinced that like my reflexes are so slow that I'm just gonna like get my ass handed to me regardless of whether I know martial arts or not. Turn off. I don't like angry people. In general, people who experience like very extreme emotions, I don't really know how to deal with it because emotionally I'm like a rather stable person. I'm fairly level-headed, so when it comes to dealing with people who are very erratic, I feel kind of at a loss of what to do. It's very hard for me to deal with those people. So a big turnoff would be somebody who gets angry very easily or very often because I just don't know how to deal with it, and especially because I'm not the kind of person who gets angry myself. I don't think I would ever be able to relate, and I would just be kind of confused, like, why are you so angry all the time? Chill, dude. The reason I joined YouTube, I'm not sure if I shared this with you guys. I was really depressed. I had extremely low self-esteem. I hated myself. I hated everything that I did. I just wanted to feel good about myself, and I wanted to do something that I would be successful at. And it was actually a suggestion from my dad. He was like, you know, you should try focusing on the things that you're good at instead of the things that you're bad at. And so he was like, you ever heard of YouTube? So my dad suggested that I start a YouTube channel, and so I did. Definitely 2 years down the line, I am so much better. My self-esteem has risen a lot, and I definitely don't hate myself anymore. You know, I really like myself, and that's why one of like the biggest messages that I try to like teach other people who are watching my videos is that you should be kind and you should like yourself. Things don't start getting better until you realize that, you know, being mean to yourself is only going to make things worse. You need to show yourself a little bit of kindness and things will start to improve. Yo, these questions get real fucking deep, and I'm just sitting here with my waffles and I'm just like, what? Okay, fears. It's quite hard and it's quite sad to talk about, but I mean, if someone were to ask me what my greatest fear in the world would be, I mean, without a doubt and without lying, it would be that my greatest fear is letting my parents down. It's this deep-rooted guilt that I feel like a lot of first-generation Americans have with immigrant parents, and it's because like my parents gave up everything. They gave up their hometowns, they gave up their countries, they gave up their families and their friends to come here in hopes of giving me and my brother a better future, and I feel forever indebted to them, and I feel forever guilty. And I feel like this is one of the biggest reasons that pushes me so hard to try and succeed in everything that I do. It's because I'm always trying to make my parents feel like the decision that they made to leave was the right decision and that it was worth it. The crushing guilt. It's strong, and my greatest fear is letting down my parents. The last thing that made you cry, it was definitely in the episode where Iroh sings Leaves in the Wind, because who the fuck does not? Like, who the fuck is impervious to that sort of pain, man? Like, it was fucked. Meaning behind your YouTube name, I honestly don't even remember. It was 2 years ago, and I was just like, oh, it sounds cute, I like it, it's simple, it's easy to remember, and so I was just like, okay, that's gonna be me. Definitely now, if I were to choose a YouTube channel name for myself, it would probably be different, but at the same time, I don't really care enough about changing it to actually change it, so I guess it's just gonna stay this way. The last book you read, I am so sorry, it was a BL. The book you're currently reading, I am so sorry, it's a BL. The last show you watched, actually I was just watching Forensic Files just a couple of minutes ago when I was setting up my equipment and I just wanted something to listen to. Last person you talked to, it was my brother. He actually tried to FaceTime me as the camera was rolling, and I was like, dude, sorry, I know you want to talk, but I'm busy. I'm like literally filming a video right now. Favorite food, it is so fucked up, but my favorite food will probably be French fries because they're just so good. It's so nasty for you, but it's so good. I can't deny that I'm nasty. Place you want to visit. I really want to go to Guangzhou in China, and it's my parents' hometown. It's just a place that's like very close to my heart, although I've never been before. You know, back in the past we just really didn't have the money to travel, and so I never got to see my country. Now that we're getting a little bit older and now that I can probably afford going by myself, I definitely do want to plan a trip with my family, and yeah, I really want to just go to my parents' hometown, see everything that they experienced. I want to go to the high school where they met. I want to visit my great-grandma's grave, and I want to eat the food that they grew up with, and I want to meet all of my relatives there. Last place you were. Oh. This is rather uninteresting, but the last place I was yesterday night, and I was at the studio for Taekwondo practice, and I'm going to be going again later tonight in 1 hour actually. Do you have a crush? I do. Surprisingly, I don't even know when the last time I had an actual crush was, but I actually have a crush, and I'm surprised at myself, but I do, and you guys have nicknamed him Mystery Meat because he's meat and he's a mystery. I don't know, I'm working on it, but it's hard. Last time you were insulted, I mean, it happens all the time. I am a content creator, I put myself out there, and I get insulted all the time, but you know, honestly, it doesn't really bother me. Like I said, I'm not the kind of person who gets angry often. Most of the times I just don't care, and it's so much easier and so much more, I feel like, good for your mental state if you just choose to walk away from it. So, favorite flavor of sweet. I am really not that picky when it comes to flavors. of sweetness, and I don't know, just in general, I will eat anything that's sweet, and it's horrible. It's one of like my worst habits. I am seriously addicted to sugar. What instruments do you play? Currently none, sadly, but I actually learned a lot of instruments back when I was younger. I used to play the clarinet, I used to play the baritone, and I used to play the bass guitar. I do want to pick up musical instruments again, and so I'm currently looking into the Chinese harp because I've always wanted to play it. I think it sounds so beautiful, but I think it would be difficult. It looks really difficult, so we'll see if that ever happens or not. I don't know. Favorite chat up line? Oh my god, okay. I wish I had a better one, but girl, do you like pie? Because you sure make my banana cream. Back in middle school, I thought it was fucking hilarious, and I told all of my friends, and looking back at it, why did I think it was so funny? Because it's really not. It's rather uncomfortable. And the last question is, who should answer these questions next? My friend Olivia, she's back on YouTube. You guys should go over and give her a warm welcome. I don't think she's done the TMI tag before, but if she has, you know, just ignore this. But definitely, V, if you're watching this, I tag you and you should do the TMI tag next. And yeah, have fun with it because it's really long. Yeah, so thank you guys for hopping in and tuning in with me to watch this long, pointless video, but you know, that's kind of the point. It's the TMI tag. I wish that my waffles were tastier, and I wish that I could have finished them at the end of this video, but you know what? Shit happens when you put me in the kitchen. I think I know what I should change in the recipe to make it hopefully better. You know, you live and you learn. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys again next time.